There's used to be a time where people think that future is quite predictable. And when the future is predictable, we try to plan our life and build upon it. But if the roots of that stability is being shaken, sometimes we become confused. It's actually fair to say that we are suffering a mental health crisis in Hong Kong. The prevalence of depression is very high, at least compared to 10 years ago. I would not say that it's a picture that AI would fully replace psychologists and therapists, but I would say I do expect and envision a feature that AI work closely with therapists.
Welcome to the new channel BizBuz. Our new channel is dedicated to providing you with a wealth of business ideas and related information. Our goal is to assist and encourage entrepreneurial spirit by showcasing innovative business ideas and models. We are dedicated to promoting these concepts beyond Hong Kong and onto the global scale. Join us as we help turning your ideas into worldwide success.
In the past few years, the social and economic environment has become unstable, highlighting the growing importance of mental health. We are seeking ways to relieve our stress and find our inner peace. Can technology help to enhance our mental health also?
Today we have Peter, the expert of psychology, to share his insights on the significance of mental health and also the technology impact on the mental health industry.
Thank you, Fraser, for having me. Let's sit down and chat.
Sure. Hello, Peter. So nice to see you. People's mental health becomes more and more important. But how has the people's mental health been affected by the post-pandemic era? And how Treehole Hong Kong can help to contribute and improving people's mental health?
Thank you, Fraser, for having me. I think if you look at the global mental health landscape and how people perceive themselves, it's indeed quite different in the recent era due to, the global political changes and the pandemic crisis. There's used to be a time where people think that future is quite predictable. And when the future is predictable, we try to plan our life and build upon it. But if the roots of that stability is being shaken, sometimes we become confused, feeling that it's quite futile to have a plan and to build upon it. And I would say that would have heavily affected our mental health. As adults living in a metropolitan society just like Hong Kong, we are facing multifacets of demands. Let's say relationships, works, and I would say if each of them is taken toll on us, sometimes our inner voice is being forgotten. It's of vital importance to reflect upon yourself regularly and to be able to in touch with yourself. And as a practitioner, I firmly believe that psychology can help. So that's the very reason I set up this company.
Thank you, Peter. Nowadays, technology is so powerful. For example, AI and machine learning is changing the world, right? And we know Treehole Hong Kong has just launched an app, and it also applying the AI function in it. But may I know, how does it work?
So thank you for asking about My First app. I would say definition of the My First app is a pioneer psychotechnology app, which means we combine the power of psychology and technology in terms of delivering mental health service. And I would say the nutshell of the app is actually a chatbot, whether we leverage the state-of-the-art LLM, large language model, to deliver psychological coaching. And in terms of designing our My First app, we put two things to be of paramount. One of them is security, and another one is privacy. Because when you talk to an AI coaching, sometimes you do tell the app some very sensitive informations, and so maybe some little secrets about yourself. So in terms of the privacy concern, we're actually using Microsoft AI model, and as soon as the message are being returned on our device, we actually implemented a technology called end-to-end encryption. So actually, as a team, we could not see the message that you sent to My First, and Microsoft would process the data in accordance to their privacy policy. Another concern of leveraging AI in delivering a coaching service, something related to psychology, is the security concern, whether the model's outputs are safe and helpful to the client and user. Actually, there has been a report in Belgium. Someone committed suicide after in dialogue with an AI model, and reportedly the AI model actually encouraged the user to commit suicide. And what I can say is that we actually take this very seriously and try to mitigate all potential concerns and risks. There's two things with it. First of all, we leverage a safe model provided by Microsoft. So theoretically, the model is very unlikely to produce harmful response. And in addition to that, we actually implement guide rail design. So when you are looking at the model's input and the model's output, they would be monitored by another AI model.
Thank you, Peter. As you said, AI is helping, right? But in what ways has AI impacted the mental health therapy industry? Is there a possibility that AI can replace the human therapists in the near future?
Well, actually, I do have a firm conviction that the impact would be huge in near future. I think one of the very apparent impact is the practical concerns. There has been huge demand, at least in Hong Kong, for mental health practitioners, because it's actually fair to say that we are suffering a mental health crisis. In Hong Kong, the prevalence of depression is very high, at least compared to 10 years ago. So the demand is very high, and there has been a shortage of mental health professionals in delivering these services. And I think AI can partially remediate these problems by providing prevention-focused interventions, and also as a lifestyle change. So the core and the gist of the MyFresh app is not actually to replace therapy. We never claim that our app could deliver fully fledged therapy, but we believe that AI can help you reflect upon yourself daily. And that would be the cornerstone of mental health. And in response to your questions of whether AI can replace traditional therapists and psychologists, I think the answer is yes and no. Yes, they can be partially replaced, but never fully. I would not say that it's a picture that AI would fully replace psychologists and therapists, but I would say I do expect and envision a feature that AI work closely with therapists to deliver an integrated intervention to those in need, which is that based on the connection, the therapists and psychologists and practitioners alike can leverage AI as a powerful tool to deliver further personal insights.
Thanks, Peter, for sharing his insights. If you want to learn more, please follow our channel. See you next time.